Well, hi, welcome to the Small Scape. I'm Joanna and we are in the Nano Nook, and I realized I have not officially introduced you to all of my little peeps back here. You've seen a couple of tanks, you maybe have met some of the fish here before, but I have not given you an official walkabout. So that's what today is for. I'm going to take you to all the tanks that I have here, and you can meet all the bettas, and it'll be a good time. So here we have the Nano Nook. It is 9 total tanks, and as you can see, only 8 of them are up and running, which is because I can't decide what I'm going to do on that last one, and I haven't found the fish yet for it. So that one will be coming at some point soon. Looking forward to it. But here is the 12-gallon. I love this tank. It is such a fun tank. It's not that large, but it is very long. So it gives the fish a lot of space to go zooming back and forth, and these fish really do a lot of zooming. There's also some fish that just like to watch the zooming. So I have 2 sparkling gouramis, or actually I have 5 or 6 sparkling gouramis in here now. I've got 2 pea puffers, some galaxy rasboras, otherwise known as CPDs or celestial pearl danios, and some lampi rasboras. And it is a great tank. I've also got some Petoskey stones in here, which are really some of my favorite stones. And I thought it kind of was fun to showcase those. If you have a rock collection, sometimes it's fun to use them in an aquarium. Great thing about this tank is that it is, yes, it's long, which for the pea puffers works out great because I have a male and a female, and they each get their side of the tank, which gives them lots of room to call their own little territories, and lots of time to go swimming around together if they so choose. Now on the top row in the back, I have a pumpkin shrimp tank. And this one has been going up for, it's probably been up for about 1.5 years or so. And as you can see, it is very lush. The crypts in there have really grown. Sometimes I take out a few here and there because it's really pretty crowded in there. But I only do that when Mr. Primetime doesn't know, because he really likes this tank as it is. Now the fun fact about this tank is I added a backdrop that I painted as a sunset. I thought it would look really cool. Of course, the plants grew really large. Now you can't really see it, but every so often you can kind of get a glimpse of the sunset backdrop, and it just kind of makes me smile. It highlights their color. They're pumpkin shrimp after all, so it's kind of exudes a fall kind of vibe. And they go so nicely with those crypts with that bright orange color. And they're always busy doing something, and they're so goofy to watch. I just absolutely love shrimp. Plus, another fun fact about this tank is if I have very, very tiny micro anubias, this is the tank that I usually drop it in because they're just a bunch of good little workers, and they keep them clean, and they don't damage them, they don't eat them, obviously. And I can usually easily find them up close towards the front of the tank. Now to the right, this tank now houses our KG Tropicals Betta. This is Buddy. He is so cute, and Lisa from KG Tropicals and John, who sent this out, thank you again to them. He's such a looker, and both me and Lisa agree, he looks like he's wearing a little sweater, a little striped sweater, and he is my spunkiest, most energetic Betta I think I've ever had. But he gets along great with these glow light tetras. They're really great tank mates, and it's a 7.5 gallon like the top 4 tanks here are, and it's like a cube, which I do like the cube tanks. It gives kind of a nice dimension. It's very easy to scape. This tank is really nice because it has a variety of different anubias, which I do love anubias, and to have different sizes and shapes of anubias, I just really like it. Now on the second row, like I said, I've got 4 7.5 gallons. So here are 2 more 7.5 gallons. And this is Red Bob. This is the brother of Clear Bob. Clear Bob is our coworker upstairs, and they're only brothers because I got them on the same day. They were in 2 individual cups. I knew I wanted Red Bob, but then Clear Bob kept looking at me, so I got them both, and they're both working out great. They're both really, really sweet bettas. And Red Bob, I guess you could probably call him Blue Bob as well, but that's his name, Red Bob. And I consider myself lucky when I see him because he does spend a lot of time along with these little tiny cories in the back of the tank. So every single time I get to see them, I'm really quite excited. Now the other fish that are in here are white clouds, and these two get along great. They've never had an issue together. They just kind of mind their own business, and they're just it's just a fun tank to watch. And if you've noticed, these top 3 that you've seen so far, and now this 4th one, they all have what I call a tree trunk sort of styled scape, which I generally like, except for Fireball here, which you met in the within the last couple of weeks when I redid his scape. I made an upside down scape, and he just loves it, and I see him so much more. And it was a black water tank, a true black water tank. Now on the bottom floor, the bottom shelf closest to the floor, here we have this fun fact for this tank is this is a 3-gallon, it's a glow Betta tank when I had originally gotten, yes, a glow Betta. Slimer, he is dearly departed, but now we have meet Baby Spice. This is Baby Spice because I got her as a little baby girl. I fell for the little baby boys and girls in I believe it was the Petco, and she was so tiny. She was a little pink Betta. Now she's pink and purple, and she is such a sweet little girl. And this tank is fun because it has soda light blue stone in here, which I really like. And if you can see that Anubias Nana Petite, the bonsai style, this is one of the largest ones that I have in my collection. I just love it. And she seems very happy in here. She does not have any tank mates. It's only a 3-gallon, but she's very calm, she would probably be the one if I wanted to breed bettas. I would probably put her with Clear Bob, and they would probably make the sweetest little babies. And here is Elizabeth in my 5-gallon tank, and this tank has Dragonstone, which I absolutely love. It turned out great. And crypts, which the fun fact for this tank is these crypts actually melted when I had an overrun of the floating plants, and I was gone for a couple days, and it really kind of blocked out a lot of the oxygen, and a lot of the crypts melted, but they are coming back just great. And a lot of the Anubias on the center is growing very nicely, even though I had to remove some because it was getting so overgrown. But I love the look of this tank, and Elizabeth is so beautiful. She is a female crown tail. And I don't think I mentioned it, but right above her, Fireball, he's a male crown tail. He's a solar flare Betta, but I apparently like blue Bettas because I have quite a number of them. But this is a great tank, and also one of Mr. Primetime's favorite tanks. The final tank in my Nano Nook is a 20-gallon long, and it holds my plants. It's a plant grow-out tank for my crypts. There's a lot of different crypts in here, and some Anubias Nana Petite, and as you can see, some moss balls floating around in there. And it's just great to have a tank dedicated for growing out some plants, and they're doing very well in here, as you can see, as are the farmers that are working the fields here, which is a mystery snail, a magenta one, which when I remember to, I'm going to add a couple more in here so they start breeding, and some nice cherry red shrimp, which I did spot a baby the other day, so hopefully they will continue to breed, which is really fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite tank, and I hope you have a great rest of the week.